First leg is James to throw first. Game on!
James Wade hit 103.91 against AD. They're both in form. Could be a classic.
Could be an absolute belter.
59.
James Wade in his first match against Lewis showed a steely determination. Van Gerwen, he put Phil Taylor in his place. What
81
will happen?
Wonder what sort of pace the game will be played at. Will James play a little bit of mind games? Will Wadey look to dictate the pace of the game, because so much is made of Mighty Mike's pace with the way he throws? But James has got plenty of experience under his belt. He's a shrewd operator, and I'm sure he'll try and dictate the pace of the way the game goes here, Wayne.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the pace, because I thought Phil Taylor tried to slow Michael down, and I thought James Wade tried to slow Adrian Lewis down. So maybe James will have the same ploy here, but Michael, it just doesn't seem to matter what you do. He just carries on playing darts, and
100.
does it very, very well indeed.
All set up beautifully. Wadey, the 2009 Premier League darts champion, of course,
80.
and Mighty Mike Grand Prix winner last October in Dublin. But he knows what it takes to win the Premier League. James Wade, a competition dominated by Phil Taylor. Not this year.
145.
What a setup that was. Could not be any better. James Wade.
177.
Oh my goodness. The pressure's on.
Age require 40.
Tops for 1-0.
And now he has to switch for double 10. This is a big shot. And he's blown it. Not even close.
Mike, we require 36.
Double 18 for Mighty Mike for a break and throw. That's a marker. That's another marker. Oh.
18.
Well, that's just unlucky. You can throw three good darts sometimes and none of them go in. James Wade, has he got away with it? Single one for double 2.
8 score.
This is quite remarkable.
18.
They've missed 8 shots and a double between them, and Michael has double 9. Gets it that time.
Michael Van Gerwen.
Mighty Michael Van Gerwen takes the lead with a break-up throw as well with that finish.
Game on.
3-2. Michael Van Gerwen leads. Whoever wins will be top of the table on 16 points. But as Wayne mentioned earlier in this match, a draw, could argue, would do both quite nicely. Keep the scoreboard ticking over in terms of the league points on the board for them. And now James Wade, can it be the first maximum of the match? Not quite. Has to settle for a ton 40, but that'll do for him at this stage. Now, here comes Van Gerwen.
140.
The draw would put these two guys 5 points clear of Phil Taylor, who's in 5th spot.
99.
Thornton on 11. Barney 14. There we see. Point apiece wouldn't be a disaster for either.
108.
But Michael Van Gerwen clearly hunting for 2.
You could tell there was some relief there where Mighty Mike was concerned. That is the first 180 of the game.
162.
Lovely darts.
That's delightful. Oh, that 162 equates to nothing. Double 5.
75.
Well, the setup from James Wade,
100.
magical. Treble 20 for double 20. It's a good marker. Oh, you see the look on his face. He didn't quite know what happened to it either.
You require 10.
Double 5 for 4-2. That's a lovely marker. Oh, just seemed to use a slight deflection to get into the finishing target. And he's off and running with a treble 20 to start with, a lovely top 40. And if he wins this leg, we remind you, he will not lose the match.
James Wade, just before
55.
that shot, puffing his cheeks out as if, oh, this is all too much.
96.
I can only repeat that he was not happy from the moment he got on the stage. And he's throwing all over the shop at the moment. 42. And Van Gerwen is in with a great opportunity now to go on and seal the deal.
43.
Oh. Sloppy darts from both. Wadey still in there fighting.
140.
That's what he does. He's a tenacious character. He may look like he's turned it in, but I can assure you he hasn't.
140.
Lovely tongue 40 from Mighty Mike. He keeps James waiting. Throwing the dart on the floor as James hits the trebles. It really is a strange display from Wadey. Now, Van Gerwen looking for 82. Tops!
62. James
That was a bit quick. So it went low. The arm never come back as it should. Now, treble 14. He done this last week. Double 11.
102.
Oh, it looked as though he'd done all the hard work.
20.
Van Gerwen has been nothing special at the double tonight. That's more like it. 32%. He's missed 13 shots at a double. Down to the final two legs, and James Wade is really giving it his all here. And Michael Van Gerwen, you feel, is looking for a ton 40 or a 180 here now. Still only 180 between them in this match.
Well, Michael knows that
100.
This is a leg really that James should win throwing first, and all the scores being even, it will turn out that way. And then one slip, if it goes the final leg, one slip, and what was looking like 2 points will then turn into a point. You can never say you've got James Wade beat until you shake his hand and say, unlucky fella.
180.
Well, he takes the 180, and I thought at one stage he may have switched because of the perilous position that second dart was. He's managed to avoid it, and that is a big 180.
It's lunacy, in my opinion. He got away with it. That's a madness. But now he's in control, and that is a perfect dart to see at least one treble in.
60.
He's looking tired now, Michael. Just a bit lethargic. Better watch out, because we don't want Wadey chasing you.
Wadey's just carried on and battled through. And he is looking
61.
like he's going to take us to the final leg. Another treble 20 would do nicely, but only hits the one. There's some slack darts that have crept in here. Van Gerwen knows he should have been off the stage by now.
Tops. This has got to go.
18.
Well, that is mightily unlucky.
99.
James Wade threw a perfect dart that just bounced off and didn't go in.
Another one of those. Oh dear, oh dear. That would have been something special to see the game out. Now James Wade to take us down to the last leg. That's a marker. Big shot, huge pressure now. Gets there! What a display from James Wade! It looked all over. And now Michael Van Gerwen has the throw. We are in the final leg. And Van Gerwen needed those two treble 20s.
I think this is an important leg for Michael Van Gerwen, because when he played James Wade the first time, just a few weeks ago in Glasgow, he blew it. He didn't hit his doubles when he should have, and he outscored James Wade and kind of outplayed him, but Wadey somehow managed to win it. If he was to do it again, that would be a bit of a kick in the stomach, and it doesn't bode well for when you play someone again, when you keep doing it. A bit like the Simon Whitlock and Andy Hamilton scenario that kind of transpired.
Needs a treble.
91.
Lovely treble 17 there from Michael van Gerwen, and he's looking good here. Well ahead of Wadey, but this man will try and hit the big numbers and just keep the pressure on. First 180 in the game for James Wade. Is it too little, too late? That's the question. Down to treble 19. A single 19 would do nicely. Great darts from van Gerwen. Stays up the board with that treble 20, but Michael van Gerwen now tops for the match, and tops he gets. It's been a grueling contest, but mighty Michael van Gerwen has won both games tonight. He's beaten James Wade 7 legs to 5, and he tops the table now on 16 points, moving on to Dublin next Thursday.
On livepdc.tv, you are able to watch live action of the world's top darts tournaments.